giveaways tonight.
Hi everyone,
Oh,
welcome to Hanging Out at the Hive. I am Kate Volma.
I'm Mary Wong.
And we have a fun show for you today.
Yeah.
As we always do.
So we were just talking about that we have, for tonight, it's Wing Women.
Wing Women at the Junior League, Boca Raton, 5:30 to 8:30.
And we have prizes.
We have prizes. What prizes?
Well, don't you remember last week, we had t-shirts.
Yes.
And so for the people that came up with the ideas for the bees, we were going to have winners.
Yeah.
So for the sayings of be grateful.
And they have to be there tonight.
To win. And we'll make our exception for our friend that is that's doing virtual. We'll help her to be virtual. Or we'll figure it out.
We'll help her to be virtual, she says.
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Be virtual. Well, we have lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, we're never bored.
No, definitely never bored. So we have, the Wing Women is tonight, so grab your friend. No, don't grab your friends, but tell your friends to come with you. Come to Wing Women tonight, because we're talking about social media.
Well, I think the thing is I think everybody asks about social media. They always ask about, that's always a topic that if we always get asked is if we can have one, can you have one on social media? And do you think it could be any more pertinent than what's going on than with, right now in the world, right? He's in a little bit of trouble. So anyway, I think that, having that ability to have some of that and then being able to ask those questions. And I think that one of the things that we're looking at with our speakers is that after they get done speaking, we'll put out a tip sheet or something afterwards, after the Wing Women, so that you can use those from the discussion that we had. I think Jackie set up a good pattern with that.
Yeah. So
that you can have that. But social media is such a wide topic. So the girls tonight are going to kind of narrow that focus a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, they were working on their presentation, and obviously you can go a lot of different directions. So specifically today they're going to talk about how do you decide what social media platform is best for you and your business, because a lot of people continue to try to do everything when it's really best to pick the one platform and choose the one piece of content that you're really going to go with. Is it video? Is it infographics? Is it blogs? And then just utilize that one platform so you can build your audience there.
And this would be my girl that would just keep you focused.
Stay focused. Stay in your lane. Do it.
And then tomorrow we are going to be at the Boca Chamber of Commerce breakfast at 7:30 in the morning at
Via Meisner Golf and City Club.
And
so join us super early.
Well, you're gonna be so happy.
Bright and early.
And but I'm so honored to, and as you saw our fun video we did last night, I'm so honored to do that breakfast. This is, I think, our 7th year doing it, and we're going to be talking about charting a new course for leadership, and so much stuff to talk about. So but I think more importantly, so many friends there. It's always so energizing.
I know it is.
And the other biggie is we're only 3.5 weeks out from the Women's Symposium.
From the Women's Symposium, yes.
So I'm asking, we have the speakers are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're seeing on Facebook and all the social media things, their pictures and who they are. And Anthony Francis is coming home from improv. Yeah, okay.
He's coming.
And you got who else you have coming?
Oh, the speakers?
Yeah.
Oh, we have the speakers are all amazing. They all are talking about very different topics. We have my friend Jess Ostroff. She just wrote a book. She talks all about how do you outsource, how do you get more done and be more productive by outsourcing. Yeah, that one's going to be awesome. And I'm so proud of her for writing a book and getting it out. So, yeah, the speakers are
You're talking?
I am talking about video, the power of video, especially live video. And so, yeah, there's a lot. Mina's
talking. She didn't want to say what her topic was going to be, so she's going to surprise us, and she always does. And then Karen and Connie are going to do something that's going to just motivate us to the ends of the earth here. But I think the more important thing, you have to be there to get it.
Yes.
And so you guys need to sign up. The early bird special is until Monday.
Early B.
Yes,
special.
honey, early B, well, it's spring. Welcome to spring. So the early B special is until Monday, and we want everybody to be there to enjoy us and be with us and celebrate with us.
Yeah.
Who has not had a great time? I mean,
Yes.
everybody, and I've met so many wonderful people. And this year we're honoring 4 women for I Am Your Girl Awards. And
Yes.
they all have accepted, and they're all going to be there.
Yay. That's awesome.
So who's here today?
All right, so I'm so excited to introduce everyone to one of my friends who I've had the opportunity to get to know over the year or so-ish, Karolina Mankowski. Got it right. She is the owner of Serene Soul Studio, a wellness center in Delray Beach. And I'm so excited to invite her on.
Of course, it's in Delray.
It's Delray. Come on over, Karolina.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm so happy that you're here because we were talking outside and I said, we're always trying to bring people on and share different things, like different types of businesses, different things that people are doing. And I said, we really haven't had someone come on that has a brick and mortar business, like location.
Yeah.
And I have had the opportunity to watch you grow, and you're in this new space, and it's so exciting to watch your entrepreneurial journey. And I said, oh my gosh, Karolina, come on the show. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, when you asked me, 5 minutes later, I'm like, yes, I got the message from you on Facebook. You saw me in Boynton Beach. I was in Boynton Beach. I rented a small room at a wonderful place, Soul Oasis, and then I took the leap and opened up my own center.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
And I always knew I was going to do that, and it took me a little bit longer, but that's okay. And I've loved it since day one, including all the ups and downs and the challenges, and I thrive on chaos, actually. So
welcome.
I love every part of the journey, the hard work, the easy stuff, the fun stuff. I am meant to run a business. I truly am doing what I'm supposed to be doing here on earth, so I love it.
I love it. Oh, and when you go into your new space, it is so magical.
Thank you.
It is so serene. You have a great name. Like, you just walk in and like it's just, you feel more relaxed, you feel calm, you feel like you're in this space that you never want to leave.
Yeah.
And so tell us about the space.
And that's what I wanted to create. That was my vision. That was my goal when I created Serene Soul Studio. That I wanted that place where people could to come and escape. No phones, no chaos. Forget about the outside world and just escape. And the name came to me. Actually, I was trying to figure out a name, and I asked my angels and guides. I literally wrote it down on a piece of paper. Actually, this is a pretty cool. I don't know if trick or thing that I do when sometimes I'm lost or I want to ask a question or I don't know what my next step in life is I ask the question, I write it down on a piece of paper, and then I go to bed, and then I go to sleep. And the next morning, usually right when I wake up or in my dreams, the answer comes to me, and that's how Serene Soul came to me.
Such a pretty name.
It is, right?
Well, it's got so many meanings to it.
Yeah.
So we're in Delray Beach, Atlantic and Military, and we have massage therapy, we have Reiki Healing, I do spiritual counseling, we have sound healing meditations as well, and we now have a salt room that's been open for about a month. So,
which is so exciting.
Yeah,
and you do group. Is it meditation that you do?
I do the crystal bowl sound healing
Yes.
meditation in the evenings. Actually, we're going to be starting on Tuesdays. It's going to be in the salt room, so the salt is running as well as the crystal bowls as I'm playing the crystal bowls. So that's
so fun.
yeah.
So I always ask you, will you go with me to some of these
Oh,
things?
that I would go. That I will go. That is definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to go.
Yeah,
All right.
you should come. So I do Reiki healing as well, and then we have massage therapy. There's another lady that's there, Umbaji. She's absolutely wonderful. She does ashiatsu massage. She walks on your back with the bars.
I went to that wellness event in Del Rey, and Rooster had a tent, and so I got to experience that for 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
It was weird.
Weird?
It was great. She was wonderful.
Oh,
I really loved her. But she was laughing at me because every like time she would step somewhere new, I'm just like, this is weird. Like, this is just weird.
It's only because Kate's not
Because they
doing
like
stepping.
dig it. Like she like digs in. I mean, it felt really good.
Yeah.
I just can only imagine like what it's like to actually like go and like experience like a whole thing. I just got a little taste of it, but it was just so funny when I got done. I was just like, that was weird. I mean, good weird.
Good weird, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
maybe you were thinking like it's her feet on you, or
Yeah, I just was like, this is so funny to me that someone's walking on me, and so yeah, totally good weird though. I don't mean to, and
No.
Ubashi
See,
was wonderful.
So for Kate to have to lay down flat, and, like be silent, and like we have to be here for a while, and
She knows I can do it because when she works on me, I think I fell asleep the last
That's
night.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
did.
proud.
You woke up and you're like, no, afterwards you're like, did you do my other leg?
I did. I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but you didn't get that side. Oh, I was sleeping? Cool.
I want to do the sound therapy.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, no, it's supposed to be really good for.
Yes.
I mean,
Very
my
good
friend for everything. Your
Yeah.
skin, everything.
Yeah, it's for your respiratory system because you inhale the dry salt, and a lot of people ask, like, salt is bad for the blood pressure, but you don't eat it. You don't digest it.
You're not eating it.
You lie there and you breathe it in. And I actually provide little MP3 players with headphones, so I downloaded.
Ooh, that's cool.
Some really good meditations and meditative music.
And what was the other thing that you did besides you said another thing?
I do spiritual counseling,
Right.
and that goes kind of hand in hand with the Reiki. As a massage therapist, I found a lot of people needed to just talk, and then when I got into Reiki as well, it just opened up a whole other world for me. I teach some workshops as well. I have little events going on. I created, I'm sure it actually became very popular on social media. I have a workshop based on the 4 Agreements.
Oh.
Yeah,
Great
so,
book.
amazing book. And so I wanted to bring more awareness into the studio, and so I love to read, so I created like a book club, and now I'm teaching some workshops based on that book. So yeah, I just love helping people. I love that people come in to escape and somebody to talk to or just to feel good.
Yeah. So talk about your entrepreneurial journey, because before, right when you walked in, you were telling me that you're starting to read this book, which really anyone even thinking about business should read this book because it's incredible.
And I actually forgot the name.
The E-Myth.
The E-Myth.
Yes.
So in July, it'll be a year into opening up my space, and I've come to realize that I created a job for myself. I'm there 7 days a week. I do everything pertaining to my business. I didn't outsource. I didn't hire anybody. But that's a good thing. I love to work hard, and I learn a lot by doing. So now I'm in that phase of I want to create a business. I want it to be able to be run without me being there.
That's right.
So I'm in that phase as of now. So it's interesting. It's I love to learn as well.
So if I can, the hard part, because nonprofits are a business,
Okay.
and I used to be, and I don't have big staffs, and the hardest thing for me was to relinquish not just doing it all.
Yeah.
It was the hardest thing,
Yeah.
and not being here 24/7.
Yeah.
Or where I was 24/7. But when you start to, how well you train and how well you spend that time, because whoever you bring in or whoever you give that authority to or whoever is really you.
It's a reflection.
And
of you.
it's you.
Yeah.
And so that is what I wasn't probably the greatest at it in the very beginning.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is what you do, this is how you do it, and this is how you... And then I realized what you were saying about writing things down, putting things into, and having and what I realized over in the corporate world, that just doesn't exist. That kind of stuff and having people do that kind of stuff. But when it's yours and
Yeah.
your name is attached to it
Yeah.
and your stuff, that's a whole other set of ball game that you're
so
doing.
you went through this, and I'm about to go through it.
Right.
And it's Kate. You and I were talking before we started on the show that even if somebody would have recommended that book, I would have been like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'll do it my way. So I learn best as I'm doing. So it'll be interesting when I do hire people or when I do train people. It's always been me. My business has always been me. Now I need to get away from the business being me, Karolina, to people knowing Serene Soul Studio as Serene Soul Studio.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you're the proprietor.
Yeah.
And there's a brand that goes with it. All of this is so, I love it. It's just so,
Yeah.
it's what I love. I mean, truly.
Yeah.
And it's the stuff that, if you would have
Yeah.
said I would be doing this when I was younger, I was like,
Yeah.
no thanks. Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm going to stock shelves. I'm going to do, no.
So for me, an important thing when I created Serene Soul, and even before, it was more important to bring in good people.
Mm-hmm.
That was number one. And one of the like Umbaji is amazing, and I wouldn't trade her for the world. So it's not, sometimes the money is not important, or a lot of times the money is not important, but just having that good community, that good group of people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah, I even like her a little bit.
She's all right.
She's
She's
okay.
all right.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So how did you pick this to be your path? You seem, I mean, I don't know you like she knows you, so I'm just getting to meet you.
You can ask me anything.
No, so you're very smart.
Thank
And
you.
so I just you could probably have done whatever you wanted to do. So why did you pick that? Because there's a lot of, this is an area that's very populated.
Yeah.
So why did you?
I didn't pick it, it picked me.
Okay.
Yeah. I always knew that I was gonna run a business. I always knew that as a little girl. I mean, it's such a cliche story, but I always knew. I didn't know. I knew the what. I didn't know the how.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how I was going to get there. And I'm from Toronto, and I moved here 12 years ago. And when I moved here, I knew I didn't want to have a boss. That was my number one goal. And I've worked ever since for myself. For the last 10, 11 years. That was, yeah. So you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
You have that look
Wow.
yeah. And I love being challenged. I get bored. Very quickly. So I had my small space in Boynton, and then I'm like, I need it bigger. And even now, my mind goes a mile a minute, and I'm already imagining myself having 10 Serene Soul Studio locations all over the U.S.
Oh my
Good
gosh,
for you.
And I try to focus on the now and on the today. So, back to your question, I just always knew I love every second of my life. I love being a business
I
woman.
get goosebumps.
That's so good.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think, it is hard to stay in your lane because there's so much. It's like,
Yeah.
I love that quote. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. And so when I look at things you can totally do things. And that, down the line, those 10 studios, 100% possible,
Yeah.
but you got to get the first one done right,
Yeah.
and the way that you can then scale it. So, but it's hard. It's hard as a type A driven entrepreneurial person when you have all these things that you want to do. And, I asked on Facebook a few weeks ago, I said, what is one piece of advice you would give your 20-year-old self? And there was a lot of really interesting comments.
Yeah.
And one of my friends said, what advice would you give? And I said, I would say, pick the one thing and just stay focused. Because even though I've always been in the same realm, I just kind of didn't stay focused on one thing. And when I look back at some of the mentors that I had when I was in my 20s, one of them specifically, this guy Matthew Kelly, who is an author and a speaker and an incredible entrepreneur, and that's what he said to me. He's like, I showed him all the work that I want to do and all the things I wanted to do, and he was like, focus on this thing. Those other pieces will come. and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't focus.
And it's interesting you say that, because that was my first big aha moment when I wanted to create my studio. I was literally lying in bed. It was like a Tuesday, 10 a.m., and I'm on the phone and on like Facebook. And I literally snapped and I said, Karolina, what are you doing? You're watching other people run their own business. You're not running your own business. And in that moment, I got rid of all the distractions. I unfollowed all these groups and people and unfollowed, and I just put my blinders on and I focused on my business. And I've been doing that ever since. It's hard, it's challenging, but unless you do that, you're not going to grow as personally.
I'm so happy you said that, because I think that for a lot of people, first of all, there's two things that everybody says, and but when Kate was on, and when, everybody, you say it, I said it, those of us that have, and this isn't my own business, but you are running it, right? Is that you don't want to have a boss. You want to answer for yourself. The second thing is that you want that autonomy to be able to make those decisions and to be able to do those things. And but I think that for me it was that it's not easy. I mean, there are days that you're just ready to go. This is very hard. So the hard part for me was always comparing myself to, look at, there are days that you just go, oh my God, this isn't, as much as I love what I do, it's frustrating. I mean, there's frustration. Yeah. But then I stopped, and then I just look, and I just was like, you know what? And I told her at the last show we did, I said, the big aha for me is that when you're building and you're doing these things, you have to take the good, you take those pieces, and you realize that this is my benchmark, and then I'll build from here.
Yeah.
And you have to take those wins.
Yeah, and also, like, when you said that, you get frustrated, I have moments like that. I don't really have, like, days, and I think for a split second, if I were doing this, go get a regular job, and it's like that frustration, that anger, like, goes away, and it's like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I find a way, and again, I love the challenges, I love the hard work, I love the figuring things out, I love the failures, to be quite honest, like the little ones. It's a challenge for me. I don't know. That's just me personally. I know I maybe think differently than most people, but the cliche saying, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yep. That's right.
And
you're right.
And I found my niche, and you guys found your niche, and going back to distractions and putting your blinders on. I think a lot of people, I see a lot of talented people out there that have a lot of talent in whatever they're doing, but they don't start. And they don't try, and they don't go for it, and then of course they don't stay consistent. My life motto is, I don't want to have any regrets. That is literally how I live my life, my daily life, especially my business life. And when I'm thinking about a new idea or doing a new event or a new course or anything, the only question I ask myself is, am I going to regret not doing it or not trying at least?
Yeah.
And the answer is always yes. So at least I try, and I failed numerous times. The definition of failure is different for everybody, but I can look back and I can say, at least I tried. At least I went for it. Like, even if Serene Soul goes under a month from now, at least I did it. At least I tried. It is what it is. So, yeah.
I love it. So you can go in and you can enjoy massage, Reiki. Like, where can people find out about everything that you have going on?
So at Serene Soul Studio, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, serenesoulstudio.com.
So I just want to ask, like, on the things that on your treatments, is there anyone that if somebody's coming in and they don't know Reiki and they don't know the salt and they don't know, is there one that you suggest that somebody comes in and tries first? Or what do you say? Or do you have a package that you recommend?
No, we don't have
do
packages.
That?
It's all by appointment only. I think we kind of mentioned I'm going through the phase. It's by appointment only, so it's myself there and it's Umbaji that's there. I do the massage and I do the Reiki, and then we have the salt room. They're all very different from one another. So if you need some energy healing, I highly recommend coming and getting some Reiki with me, and maybe some spiritual counseling. If you have sore muscles after you work out, come get a massage. If you need if you need to escape, go into the salt room and breathe in some good, healthy, I guess. With the salt room, the reason why I said escape, with the salt room as well, I provide meditation music. I have little MP3 players for people, so
I think that's the coolest.
Yeah, just like a place to meditate.
So I think we could just do a couple things and just like, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Yeah,
No, I mean
day.
seriously,
Yeah,
for a
absolutely.
day. You know what I mean? And just like, book it. So I think you should treat yourself and just go and see that, because it sounds so different than other
Yeah.
places that you've gone.
Yes.
It's unique. It's very unique. It's got, and just what you said, your own niche.
And I love that it's like, I mean, you're supporting a local business. That's another thing, you know, like people that go and get massages, like there's a lot of people, a lot of places that you can go, but to be able to go to your studio is so wonderful because you offer all these things, but it's also, you know, support your local businesses that are doing what they really love to do.
Support small businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, congratulations on all of
Yes.
your success.
Yes.
I'm so excited to continue it, to watch your journey because
Thank
it's
you.
so cool, and I love that you just like love the grind. You know, you
The
just
grind.
like.
I love the hustle.
Well, she's
I
so
love
passionate.
I know, and honestly, it's almost like, you know, you have to be that way because of what I mean. If it was. You wouldn't keep doing it because it's not an easy thing.
it's me. It's who I am.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not doing
Congratulations.
it for the whatever, I do it because I genuinely love it.
Well, she and I will be there for one of those things,
Good.
okay?
Good.
We'll be there.
Awesome.
all
Well,
right.
thank you so much, Carolina. So good to see you. Thank you for taking the time to come
you for having
away.
me.
Yes,
And
thank you.
we'll have to have you back next year to see where you are and how much
That'd be
you've
neat.
progressed.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
That'd be neat to look back on this video and see
Yeah.
the
See,
progress.
yes.
You know what? By next year, you're going to be coming to the Women's Symposium because you can take off a whole day
Yes.
with people running your show. That's what's
Exactly.
I
gonna
think by
happen.
next year she'll be looking at another space.
Oh,
yeah, I'm like by next year.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And we will see you tonight at the Junior League Boca Raton and for Wing Women. And,
Prizes!
prizes. Who knows what they are?